Hello, everybody. Welcome to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and we are on session 196. This is a continuation of the internal rock saga. I don't know what we want to call it.
Straga.
Straga. Just like we got Rozoganov, and now we got Straga. We're picking up where we left off. The last few sessions have been kind of, they've been not even kind of, they've been found firmly grasped within Rock, our turtle wizard cleric. His mind, his body, his soul, his potential, all these things are being infiltrated and explored and used in a way. To try to help Rock regain himself. After being thrown into the realm of chaos, some unfortunate chaos surges, Rock has been incapacitated ever since, and the Menagerie, were able to bring some of their companions within Rock's internal space, his internal world, to try to assist him. This involved a beautiful, placid beach, which they were later attacked by a red-robed wizard that manipulated the beach and the waters. After losing the game, which the Menagerie were too slow to pick up on the rules and the details of, he grasped all of the potential feathers that had fallen from Pebble, and the sand beneath their feet shifted, and they found themselves falling, getting consumed by the sand as a beach, almost like a lion ant trap. Eventually finding themselves inside of a giant timepiece, and they very quickly figured out what they were in, and they broke out, being thrown and strewn about a landscape of white and black checkers, with various pieces and various strange constructs, numbers, runes, glyphs, and figures. That was later awakened, and we found Rock against Roquette, the red-robed wizard, which I think was revealed at that point, playing a game of chess, or Dragon Chess, which is Rock's favorite game. The pieces being the old school Menagerie, and those that have joined the band and have become official members over these 196 episodes. And some of the more iconic and memorable conflicts from Rock's perspective. Even with cheating, Roquette was unable to defeat Rock, and we pick up with the board shifting and sliding and changing, and the Crass Menagerie getting ready to play the decision maker, the tiebreaker. It's 1-1 for who claims Rock. And obviously there were some other elements, but we got people that are tired. We got people that need D&D. So the recap is short today. So unless there's anything very specific that we need to bring up, that's the replay. That's the recap.
Ben's got sick new art. That's it.
Oh yeah. For those of you keen-eyed, you may have already noticed it in our little character panels. But Ben went ahead and got in touch with. Yeah, there it is. Ben went ahead and got in touch with Adzi Art, our official guy that has done our art in the past. He's pinned in our Twitch and our YouTube. Highly recommend you check him out. And we got some official Ben art now. So, and what was that, CJ? Or Rock?
If we lose, it becomes a best of 5, right?
I don't know. Yeah, you might be able to. It's your world. We will see what happens.
Aha, see, you just said it's his world, so he wins. Got it.
I mean,
Checkmate.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he's borrowing this world. You ever think about that?
I don't think. I tend not to think, especially
Okay.
Davis.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, so with that, guys, anything that you want to add to the recap, or anything that you messed out? I mean, obviously, I didn't mention Samoe Jeet, and I obviously didn't mention the whale. I just didn't feel like it. It's the story. Y'all are the story. All right. Cool beans. All right. So, as the final piece that crossed the game into the threshold, was defeated by the Crass Menagerie. You know, the shifting chess-like landscape solidified. It froze in place. It grayed out, and it began to sway. And what color there was began to glow and gather on this side of the board, with y'all, with Roque beginning to absorb some more of what this world represents, this potential, this who he is. He gains some more color. He grows a little bit in stature and size as his words cut through again and again, almost like on repeat, as he, verbally, I don't know how to say attacked, but ostracizes Roquette, letting him know that he is indeed nothing, and I am stronger for my friends and all that. And as that happens, the mage across the board reaches out and trying to get to Roque, trying to swipe towards him. And as he does, there's this quick streak of, this little streak, this little bolt. And when you look, it's Pebble. She flies at extreme speeds, deflecting his hand. And as his hand gets hit by Pebble, there's this shockwave that blasts everyone back. It scatters what pieces have become solidified. Roque, and you have to cover your eyes because the intensity of the blast and the magnitude of the energy that was released as she keeps, you safe. With like blinding light and well, let's get everybody now on your character sheets. Can I get Constitution saving throws? This is against blindness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So scars for me then.
Yep. Against blindness, and you are yourselves as represented inside of Roque. So you
19.
very nice. Okay.
I will roll for Roque, or you want me to just tell you? You've got your bonuses, so if you want to roll, you can roll.
Well, it doesn't tell my saving throws. I think I've got
At the top,
bonuses
at the top.
on-
And if it's got the little dot next to it, it should. I'll just tell you, you're a +9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know my con was something
Mhm.
bigger. Okay, I can roll that. I can roll 20.
Oh, and I
Oh,
appreciate
I can roll real dice now, too.
or like Loon and that. But remember, Loon's not here. Cielo's not here. Marb's not here. It's
Right,
just
like
the
they're actually legitimately not even here. It
Yeah.
was just
Okay, I'm thinking. I need to think back to the
because it was
beach
just Al Davis
battle.
and Roque and
Carlos?
Carlos.
Nicaros,
Nope.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
dusted.
perfect.
Carlos found himself back here.
Or no,
Did
wait,
I
Ben was like
reappear?
brought in somehow though, right?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
I'll
I'll roll for Ben then.
Okay. Music going again.
Did I reappear or am I still dusted?
Yeah, no, you were brought back into the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
All
19
right.
for Ben, 19 for Davis.
Okay.
Are
20.
we,
What
are we just back on current players now?
Yes. Yes. So not all the extra pieces. The pieces have reformed or returned back to their pieces. All right, Karos, and I just need Roque. What was your Constitution saving throw?
13.
13. Okay, wow. So yeah,
Yeah, with a +9, not great.
yeah, wow. So yeah, the blast being so intense and just in in your periphery, Roque, you find yourself blinded. Rocket as well. But the rest of you, Menagerie, you guys are still small in this place, and I guess the light, you manage to kind of cover your eyes and kind of you see that this little center tower, the shifting mass, but the center tower begins to crumble and kind of shift, and it almost begins to kind of sway, and the clouds above you react to this burst, and they begin to part, and then as they part, they begin to recoalesce, and as they recoalesce, they seem to bring crystalline structures and different oddities along with them, almost as if when you have a pool of water and you drop a heavy object in it and the water scatters but then comes back, but it seems to be bringing things with it. And what y'all notice, there we go, another visual representation. Where you were now shifts into this alien-like, fey-like, uncomprehensible landscape. I should make sure that the grid is off that for you guys to get a better picture. There we go. Where there's this facsimile of a tree standing beautifully and mighty, but you can see as you gaze upon it that it's not really a tree. Leaves branch off and become energy, light, blue and comforting. There's these strands of large crystals, and essentially what you see before you is the space you are in. All of you, minus Roque, see as the landscape begins to crumble and shift, and you are presented with this now other representation of somewhere or something. What do you guys do?
Head count. We got everybody. We got 4.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, Al.
Where are my friends?
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
1.
So, to kind of draw it a little bit more, not be necessarily accurate size, but we'll just do roughly. That's good enough. Okay, so what you'll see, Ben, Al, Davis, Karos, Roque, and even Pebble are, y'all are all together. Al, you see this. Across the way as you kind of gaze, the space between you, what was once a table that Roque and Roquette were sitting at, and your pieces on a table, has expanded and pushed you guys far away from one another, and you're across this great field, you're finding footing and purchasing on some of these strange crystalline structures, but you're standing there, and across the way you make out the individual standing alone, a presence that is not welcome here, impeding your friend and making things difficult. You do see the red wizard. The other thing that you notice with the 31 perception is that through this, Samui and the whale individual seem to be unable to enter this space. You see them kind of flying or swimming, however you look at it. They seem to be trying to find a way to penetrate and enter the shade, the under the canopy of this tree. For wherever this canopy spreads, it looks like y'all are here, but maybe with the 31, I'm not gonna make it do. There seems to be some sort of barrier keeping them out. Yeah, your friends are all here. You're good.
I'll try and if they can't get in, I'll try and get in. Just
No,
really-
you guys are on the inside, David.
Oh, we're already
So
inside. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's y'all, Roquette, y'all are split apart, and it looks like anyone else, these are the only 2 other individuals that y'all are aware of, Emily and the whale, they're not able to get underneath the canopy of this massive facsimile of a tree. They're seemingly just trying to either claw at it, rake at it, swim into it, but they're just being repelled and pushed away.
You mentioned we were previously standing on the chess table. It stretched, it formed, or somewhere new.
Yeah.
If I look at the ground, I just want to make sure there's no. It doesn't look like a game board anymore, right?
Not anymore. No.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
worried.
you are. Yeah, essentially, best representation. Use your mind. You are essentially standing on ground that kind of represents these weird crystalline structures. Just that's what the ground is kind of made of.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah.
Is this another game? What are we doing here? We gotta get this guy out of here.
I feel like this guy.
I agree with that, but,
for a long time.
Where's here? I can't see.
Oh, just Yeah, that flash was pretty bright.
Pebble tweets. Yeah, and as you're discussing Rock, you start to feel your sense of sight and awareness kind of return.
Oh,
You ever see
Ooh,
this tree
pretty.
before?
Yeah, does this mean anything to you?
Real quick, as Rock, as you say, "Ooh, pretty," you're like almost like wind chimes. These various sizes, large, small, like these crystalline structures that seem to appear from underneath the canopy of the tree. They all kind of sway almost like in the wind, be making these beautiful, light, wind chimey, crystalline sounds.
Is there? I mean, I don't even care if there is or not. I'm gonna run to the tree in the middle.
Alright, as you begin to start, you guys see as Rock kind of gets his senses, he begins to start running, and he's just running and booking it, and he's just going. He's just,
I'll
Yeah.
jog after.
all right,
Yeah, don't let the gap get too big. Let's go.
okay.
Oh man. Is he running towards it because he knows what it is, or is he running towards it because
I
it's
mean-
shiny?
We're going either way.
Column A, column B.
Run!
A little bit of A, a little bit of B, yeah.
A little bit of neither.
Oh. It's just thing. Go.
It's pretty, and
Squirrel.
I have, as I'm running, I'm gonna be like, because I'm still me, right? So I would have my usual stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to run to a place near the tree that looks like it would be an excellent spot to plant my white flower that I got from the
Aw.
frog realm.
From Mothras. Okay, good.
Yes.
The gardener. So it's interesting, Rock. As that thought kind of comes to mind, you're running and you're booking. Your friends begin to kind of jog after you. Can I get survival checks from everyone? Rock, this is your world, you do have a special rule. You can use your intelligence in place of every single check that you make. So if you do survival, you can do
Which
survival.
means I just add 4 to. So your survival will be plus 11. Yeah, plus 11.
Why is it +4? Wouldn't it be +5?
It'd be plus 11 because you're using your intelligence and you're proficient.
Yeah, but my intelligence is +5 now.
Right, and your proficiency is plus 6, so total of plus 11.
Oh,
Sick.
Yeah,
I'm
level.
confused by the numbers that I see in the chart
Sorry.
Yeah, well,
on this,
Never here to help.
first thing. Survival has a 7 and then bracket 17.
Right,
Oh,
that's the passive. So the bracket ones are always going to be the passive.
Oh, okay, I got you now. That makes sense.
the old, just take the middle. 10. Take 10. But yeah, you get your little special rule. So if you're proficient, you add your proficiency, and you get to add your. Sometimes I heard it.
It's in
What
roll
is-
20.
It's an old 20. I'm not rolling well today.
14.
That's fine. So as you guys are running out, Al was that. It becomes apparent as you guys are running, and Rock has this excitement, and kind of you see it almost like he's got this idea, and you're just following him. Al, it's one of those things where this thing is so big and so far away that no amount of running is ever going to get you there. Kind of situation. It's very hard to gauge size, distance, everything
Kind
here.
of like the inside of the tower.
Yeah. Very
Al's,
similar. Just gonna keep running. You would run forever.
As Al's running, he's gradually looking more upwards and slowing his steps a little bit. And he goes, Davis, we're not getting any closer. This thing is
No,
look up. This thing's the sky.
Oh yeah.
We're running towards the sun right now. Let's just close the gap with Rocket at least.
Yeah. Hey,
Sorry.
Rock, buddy.
I
I'll
got
take
to
that.
plant my flower.
Yeah, I mean, here's as good as anywhere, I guess, right?
I mean, this place is big. I can plant a lot of these. you're right. I could plant one here, and I'll stop and just immediately plant the flower wherever we are.
Yeah. So, Rock, as you stop, you look, and as you go and you like reach down, the ground that you're standing on, like I said, is that crystalline structure. It just shifts and changes, and you see it kind of, as you put your hand in, it becomes loose and gravelly, and then the gravel becomes more like beautiful soil. And you just place your little plant, and the soil itself just, even without you having to swipe your hand to kind of pat it down and make it, kind of encroaches and kind of grasps your white fey Mothra flower, and then just takes root. And beautiful little white flower.
Perfect. I like it. In fact, I need to remember this place. And I'm gonna pull out my art stuff and start painting what I see.
You gotcha. So as you go to pull out your art stuff, the first thing that you pull out is another one of these white flowers. Anyone that's proficient in insight, you can pull out. You can give me an insight check.
Sure. I'll do one for Ben too.
And Rock, same rule with you. If you make an ability check in here, you can replace it with your intelligence.
I'm not gonna insight check myself.
No, that's fine. No, I get it. No, that's fine.
After this bit, I like a small action.
Yeah, go for it.
Since I'm gonna say I'm not paying attention to Rock. I'm gonna say once he starts playing a flower, if I can put my back to him and try and see if the red wizard's still there, if Rock is still far off in the distance, or if he poofed.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and give me another perception check. Davis, Ben, you both hit 20. Rock said he could plant a whole bunch of these here. Oh, there's more.
Yeah. Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually. So Davis notes that, but he is also interested in. That was what I was gonna say too. Is also I want to get eyes on the foe.
On the foe. All right. Davis, you can also give me a perception check. Al with a plus. The plus is
Oh
funny.
God.
The bonuses are carrying me. Help.
Yeah.
Did I still roll better than you? I did, and still got worse than you.
Yeah.
Specialize.
Yeah, no kidding.
As you look for him, not there.
Yeah, it's all
Red.
light and stuff everywhere. Where the heck?
Yeah. And then just for the sake of the stream, I don't know. Let me look at the stream. Oh, that's a picture. Yeah, okay, that was good. I like it. Cool. No, focus on stream. Okay, cool. So yeah, no. But with the 16, because they are, and I think I'll give you this. You realize just the size and scope and magnitude of Samui and the whale. If you can see them clearly trying to get under here in this space, they are enormous. They are beyond colossal in this space.
I'm
I
actually. Go ahead.
I'll gladly. I'll be looking at the whale in particular, and once it sets in, I'm just gonna kind of freeze and gob at that for too long, just like the hell.
Yeah.
Davis will just not seeing the foe and kind of frustrated with just constantly changing venues here. We'll just call out to the sky, say like, Kata and Magnus, can you guys hear us? Like, are y'all aware of anything that's going on in here? Like, I don't know.
It's
Is this
been
like the
3
dream
years.
stuff?
As you call out, Davis, sorry. No response.
I gotta drop my art stuff and be like, it's too big to draw right now. So many things to see.
Need
And I'm
more
just gonna
paper.
just run off to something that I can reach nearby.
Sure.
That I remember, and just be like, I totally remember this. This was from Green Hill, and oh my God, this was from this was from the Pig People.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I don't care what the Crass Menagerie is doing. I am
Just finding.
enjoying my mind garden.
So as you interact with this mind garden of yours, yeah, you'll see like Rock is kind of just like not running away from you guys, but shifting and running somewhere, and then you don't even realize it until it almost is there that as he reaches for something or as he begins to interact with something, it's just there. So like he seems to run in an off to a direction, stop, and then the next thing you realize he's interacting with a ogre buster that he got from Volpine, that he's interacting with one of the little mossy creatures that you guys encountered in the swamps of the Deep Root. He's interacting with
A stuffed sloth?
Huh?
A stuffed sloth?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like he
Weird crab creatures that tried to rip my face off? That I tried to be friends with?
everything like but they just seem to like not be and then be there the entire time at the same time. Really weird.
Happy thoughts, Rock. Happy thoughts. Too many Buzzhawker
When you
stations
say
around.
that, what was I always want to call him Fizzbutt. Fitzbutt. Filbert?
Captain
Filbert.
Fizzball.
Filbert, yeah. All right.
Filbert. When you say happy thoughts, I'm gonna think of Filbert and just being chilling with Filbert and his buddies.
Do I still have that in here? Sure. I don't necessarily know if I still have a Filbert token somewhere in here. I don't even remember if I had one back then. Actually.
It's funny is 20 sessions ago we got group inspiration for mentioning Filbert.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, the best that of which you remember him, right?
R.I.P.
Filbert appears. And then the crew appears with him. And
Okay.
they're there. You know, they go, hey, Rock, hey, man, how's it been? Dude, this place is pretty.
How did
Filbert! You're back!
Yeah. Where'd I go?
oh,
No, doesn't
So
matter,
this
man.
place-
It's so good. It's good to see you, man. How did we get here?
You're in my mind.
Okay. I like
It's a
it.
happy
Mine's
place in here.
I really like your mind. Do you mind if
do you mind?
do you mind if I stay? I kinda like it here. I can like
You have a permanent place here for everybody.
Aw. Awesome. Wait, this is your place? Ah.
Mhm.
Well, we're working on that, I think.
Got
And
it.
then like I keep looking around trying to spot Rocket. Like I'm like secret servicing this thing. Like I'm staying not as close as I can, but like staying very close to Rock the whole time, but just like constantly looking out for where's the threat.
Hey, your friends look a little bit different, but it's good to see everybody. Hi,
Hi.
I'm Filbert. I don't know if you remember me.
Oh, of course,
Uh,
dude.
Yeah, cool. Apparently I live here now. This is nice. I'm gonna build a little cottage. I'm gonna I want to find a lake. I always wanted a lakeside cottage.
I
I'm
bet
gonna
you
find a lake.
could make some really cool clothes out of the stuff here. It's pretty. There's some very exotic materials.
Mhm.
That's true. Wait, was that a cover or was that the real me?
Oh, I don't know. You had a fabric store, so that's all I remember.
Yeah. Filbert's Fabulous Threads.
Fabrics, right?
Majestic.
Fabric.
I just start giggling like hey, look at all this here, right behind you. Davis. And I don't remember his name. I want to say
Billy?
like Scott. Billy, yeah, Billy.
Fucking.
I love
Billy.
you all doing this. Oh, so Scott. Scott's my Scott's a dick. I got a dick.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah. So yeah, the scrawny.
God,
sunbaked-
everybody. They just let anybody in here. I see.
Hi, Billy.
Does that mean
Rock.
Dazzle's here too? And I'm
Hey,
like
Rock.
looking around.
I mean, sure.
You said Dazzle?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
expect much like Cielo, how we can never spot them. Like I just assume Dazzle's like waiting somewhere and hiding.
Yeah. So yeah, like you'll see that as you guys are kind of talking, it's this weird sense of the area around you is shifting and making facsimiles of a landscape or of a memory of where you saw him. So like with Filbert, you were outside of his shop. When Billy approaches, all of a sudden there's a dock behind Davis, and he's walking up the dock, just with a shit-eating grin. As you think about Dazzle, she just kind of approaches out of a boat that happened to be right there, parked on the dock. But yeah, she's as long as
Oh, I see a Dazzle.
like, no, you don't. I am not here. You do not see me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think
Yep,
you
just
see
talking to
me.
the wind.
Yep, exactly. Don't forget it.
Where's that voice coming from?
Nowhere. This is awesome, Brock. Yeah, this is good, actually, I think. Just, it shows
could
that I
stay
think
here.
that you control this place, which is good, and
Excuse me, guys. Okay, so I apparently am really good at making clothing now. I made these for you, and he starts handing them out, and it's t-shirts that as he hands them, they just kind of like kind of floop, and like kind of like just jump on you and fit, not in an aggressive way, just kind of like snap onto you.
Oh.
And they're made of the same kind of like crystalline structure. They almost look like glitter shirts in a way. And they're just like, you guys look fabulous in these shirts. Like,
Beat me to it.
apparently I have some skill and some talent. Maybe I will set up shop here. Yeah.
glitter
I think
tube tops. Let's go.
so. But yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just like, I don't know. I got inspired. I had to make them, and then I had to share them with Rock's friends. So enjoy.
It's pretty fabulous.
Hey,
Very fabulous.
That dark and broody kind of, just kind of cute.
Can we rename
By all
from
means.
Crass Menagerie to like the Bad Girl Gang or something? This is good
The
shit.
bad bitches.
The bad bitches.
What could go good with these shirts is our hats.
Yeah.
And I'll seaming hats onto everyone.
And you mean everyone, I assume, including all these people you've manifested.
Oh, absolutely. And since we can kind of set the rules here, if I'm popping people in and out, or anyone joins, anybody who appears gets a hat.
Gotcha.
Rock,
I remember that.
can they well get a hat? Is he here?
Everyone, anything. Yeah, words hard.
Wait, did you say Loon? Okay, Loon appears. Got
Like,
it.
and I know that the guys,
My girl.
Samujit and the bag, which we don't have a name for him, I don't think, right? If I know they're not within 30 feet, but can they get hats?
Yeah, that's what you guys were asking, and all of a sudden, you guys see these massive, colossal, like entities that are trying to get in under this canopy. All of a sudden, these equally enormous hats just onto them. I kind of see Samawee with like a fez, like a giant fez hat.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. It
I
still
don't
says
know.
Crass Menagerie XOXO though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's finely embroidered and stitched around the bottom rim of the fez. Just Carajri, yeah. Let's try to see.
Our whale friend has a top hat,
Top hat.
like a fancy ass like top hat.
A monocle appears on one of his many eyes. Just with that, I love it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Not to break up the party, but what happened to the other guy? As I look strictly at our immediate party, obviously, like not ignoring, but like not trying to clue in the others.
What other guy? Everyone who's here should be here. We're all here. We're not missing anyone.
Rock, I mean the Red Wizard guy. I think he's still here.
Nah, doesn't belong here. Shouldn't be here.
I agree.
This is my place. This is my happy place. He won't be here.
I like that.
Al.
Mhm.
Something of note. Loon is here. This is. you have a connection with Loon. I'm not gonna make you have to try to. This is Rock's interpretation of Loon.
Nice.
Loon per se. What's
Mhm.
Loon?
I was actually gonna start with if we both got hats, I say, Lilith, welcome to the party, and I'm hoping we can do like a full like handshake fist bump like.
Oh heck yeah! She even gets up on her hind legs, and it's almost like her front paws are hands, and she's good, like doing this most elaborate, like 20 steps secret handshake. Bam!
Disturbingly human
Yeah.
hands.
I'm gonna be like, I'm into it, and then as soon as it ends, I turn to Davis and give him like a like terror kind of look, and I like deep breath back to it.
She returns back to her, like the moment you finish the handshake, she's just back to the normal Loon in her Azeroth form.
She's like standing like a human. I turn away, turn back. She's sitting. Oh my god.
Yeah, and half on. Yeah.
She's
Watching them interact,
she's a little closer when I turn back.
I'm gonna jump over to Al and get Pebble with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be like, hey Al, wanna know their favoriteest place? And
Favoriteest?
can I make it Fruit Loopy in here?
Yeah, you can make it Fruit Loopy in here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hang out with some Fruit Loops for a bit, and I'm just gonna like jump around with Pebble and be like, this is where they go.
So yeah, so as you think about it and you bring it up, like you'll see that at first what you would comprehend as leaves kind of falling from the tree begin to like almost like sway, and as they swaying it closer, more and more rapidly begin to fall. And there's this, for the rest of you, there's this like brief moment of something's gonna crush you and fall, and then just Fruit Loops. And there's different sizes. There's little Fruit Loops like the size of like a coin piece, to massive Fruit Loops like the size of an entire cottage or inn, and they're made of this weird material that's soft and smells sweet and spongy and bouncy, and it's just whatever Rock imagines the Fruit Loop dimension to be like. This is the Fruit Loop dimension.
I'm gonna hop on Lulun. I'm gonna make hard, serious eye contact between Davis and Karos and say, you guys do whatever you want to do. I've got a date with the Fruit Loop dimension, and I'll like just continue hard staring for a couple seconds afterwards, and I'll be off, and I'll go hang out with Rock for a bit. We'll spongy Fruit Loops. We'll go.
Yeah, boing, 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 boing. What you see is Pebble and Rock, and now Loon. You guys, it's classic late 90s, early 2000s video games where you gotta race through and go through the little loops in the holes, getting extra time and going faster and faster each time you get through a different.
I need all the Fruit Loops.
Yeah, you hear that ding, 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 ding sound just echoing through this space. And all of a sudden, these numbers begin to appear, and they start getting larger. And yeah.
Davis, I'm so fast.
Pretty cool.
Fruit Loops. Davis, perception check, because you were still keeping a keen eye out.
Who? Me?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
mentioned it never got to you.
Yeah. Bleh.
It's
Still 11.
It's very
There's a
distracting.
lot going on.
There is a lot. Rock, does Filbert have game? I need to know. Does he have what the kids call rig nowadays?
Absolutely.
Roll for
Absolutely.
Riz.
The rover. It's your world. Him and Dazzle they're getting along. You see Dazzle light up. She's glowing. She goes from dark and gloomy to like vibrant colors. Her weapons are still there, obviously, but her
Introducing Bedazzled.
bedazzled. Yeah, he literally becomes Bedazzler.
No.
Oh, wait,
In
so
the
he's a gnome, she's a halfling, right? So
Yeah, he's shorter.
he's a little
no.
shorter. No.
No, she is a little shorter, I think.
They're close.
They're pretty there. Yeah, like to those that are not keen-eyed, it's sometimes difficult to tell them apart.
Yeah.
But
They're both
the more
half my height for sure.
oh yeah, both of them standing on each other. One of them standing on each other's shoulders is not as tall as you.
Yeah.
Or Gar. Yeah, they're just giggling, having a good time. They're staring off into something. He's whispering to her, and all of you are just in this ridiculously bedazzled perk.
Yeah, Davis will, like, after Al sets off on his fun time adventure, the look, the hard stare the stare you get back is one of both confusion and like resignation. And then I kind of sidle over to Karis and probably Ben as well, and just be like, we can't just stay here, right? Like, we gotta figure out a way out of here while, keeping Rock.
Well, Ben would pipe up and say, I believe Rock would not object to staying here, but yes, we need to get him back to reality?
Himself, right? Like, we came in to get him back.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to ruin his fun times, and it's like, I think maybe the more he starts, enjoying himself, maybe the more he binds with himself, you know what I'm saying? Like, connects with himself. Is that crazy? Like, maybe him having fun here is the right thing to do? I don't know.
Davis, there isn't a single thing that's happened in the past hour that isn't crazy.
Very true.
As Karas, you say that, you kind of look and gaze kind of past Davis, and you just see, at this point, Al and Loon are going so fast, they are like a streak of, like, it's almost like a meteor or like just a beam of light. Bing, 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 bing.
Al's hyping up like, I never thought I'd see the Fruit Loop dimension. Thank you. I'm gonna throw up.
Gonna throw up Fruit Loops.
Since Al and Loon are clearly faster than us, and be like, you know who else would fit in here? And Turbo and Chestnut and the rest of them will
Apples!
appear and start running with us. Apples.
Turborius.
Yeah. We had another name for one of them, and I can't remember it. We actually thought of a name not too recently, but
Yeah.
thought of another name.
Yeah, one of them earned a name.
Yeah. Let me see.
On the trip to Magnus's tower, right?
Bray, apples. No, I still have Bray. I still have Bray too.
Dang,
One of them earned a name.
loaded. Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad. I can't remember it. Yeah, it's Chestnut.
I may look through my notes, but I doubt it. I don't. That's not one of the notes I took. I don't think.
Yeah, Turborius. Yeah. One of them definitely earned a name. I can't remember it.
I forget my old computer running. I do have it written down. I know I saved it, but
Nice.
I don't have access right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're now racing with flying mules.
To the Brays, yeah. And as they're running, they're leaving like where they would leave impact more like little micro Fruit Loops begin to just like shatter out, projectile out, fractal out. And it's just, for those of you that are not involved in the race, it is this insane. It is like a rave light show, but the lights are going so fast and they're leaving such a huge trail that you guys are just like beginning to see after trails and everything, and you guys are just starting to get a little dizzy and a little like, oh god.
Chestnut? You're so fast!
Are we not missing someone? Because it's a current party, right? Cielo will be here too.
No, Cielo and Marb stayed on the outside.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben stayed on the outside too, but he got brought in.
He got separated when you guys got brought in. Which you guys thought, yeah, exactly. The whale with the top hat, the giant sphinx with the fez, the Azraelin fox, and the oxpecker, and the 5 Bray. Bring, 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 everything going on. I want to say Fez. Filbert and Dazzle on a date.
I'm gonna try to think of the booth that we all first shared at the Bucking Mad. Just like, I want to sit and have a conversation with my friends, so I'm just gonna try and think of it, because that seems like Rock was doing. He was like, I remember this. Like, I'm just gonna try and remember it and be like, maybe it'll show up. I don't know.
All right. Rock. As you're racing, you get this intrusive thought, this heavy thinking, this labored thought. I keep saying Ben today for you. Just go ahead and give me an intelligence check. You are not proficient in
Just +5?
Yeah.
No, this is for Davis, real quick.
Oh, so okay, so -1. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
But 12
That's-
is a total 11.
Yeah. You get this intrusive thought, this like genuine like this set of focus and concentration, though not tempered like a blade, like a steel. Like it's being forced, and you, as you're doing it, you feel Davis thinking. You feel him thinking really hard, and you can kind of get what he's thinking.
I'm gonna drop out of the race and land near the group that's not racing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll walk up to Davis. I'll be like, "You can't do that here. You don't really belong here." That Davis does, and the exaggerated Rock's mind version of Davis, and all of the other people will kind of appear
Wait, okay.
as a group with them. And I'll be like, "Hey, these ones belong here." And they can do that, but you're not really supposed to be here, but you can be here. I think you're supposed to be here for something.
Yeah. We're trying to help you.
But you can't stay here.
Okay. I mean, this is great, so thank you. Thanks for having us here, but do you know how we might get out of here? But, you know, we came here to help you, so we want to make sure you're good first. And that anything that might
good.
be, you know, a problem for you in here is taken care of.
I'm good. I'm happy. This is my place. This is where I belong. You have to find the way out. I can't show you. I wouldn't stay here too long, though.
Okay.
Oh, and whatever what you were thinking of, I'll have it appear so you can
Okay.
sit down and
Yeah,
relax.
it was just like the booth at Seb's place.
As you have this confused look on your face, Ben, or what Rock says, okay.
Davis.
And then you just instinctively just sit down and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
I
some hard
can't
truths there.
help you. I can share my garden with you, but I can't help. You really shouldn't be here.
Okay. Do you know where that red wizard guy went? Because we would like to get him out of here and leave you alone.
He shouldn't be in here. I don't think he's in here. Don't like him.
Can I insight check and see if he knows what he's talking about?
Yeah, go for it. Rock.
Oh fuck, natural 1 for a total of 8, so...
I will also insight.
Okay.
You are, separate, not advantage, but yeah, separate. I need to grab Rock for a second then. Give me 1 second. Yeah.
Wow, that was almost also.
Yeah, it's
18.
pretty close to a 1 as well.
I'll be back in 1 minute. This stuff is crazy.
Yep. A little hurtful. He's like, yeah, you don't really belong here. This other guy belongs here. It's like, thanks. I don't want to be here anyway.
It's like, are you sure you belong here?
Only the younger, sexier you belongs here. Younger by like a year, because we've only been adventuring for like a year.
It's crazy to think about.
Yep. Although, much like, you know, being the president, I'm sure adventuring ages you.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So Davis, so Karis, what was your insight? I'm sorry. It was
18.
18. So as Karis, you'll notice and you'll see, like you'll see where Davis is sitting and he's like comfortable, and there's in the wood paneling that seemingly appeared in this little booth, you'll see a familiar quote. I need to edit it real quick. Sorry, because this part's not in there.
I back.
Kind of like ingrained in the wood. Oh, come on. It's gonna be in the tree, so you can see it, but it's actually like, all are friends and all are welcome. And as you read it, you almost hear like Roque's voice say that in your head. And you get the feeling that Roque has been carrying you guys through here. He's been kind of doing the heavy lifting, especially in the chess game. It's kind of y'all's turn to kind of fix the pieces. Roque's content. He's actually genuinely happy in his little inside world. Good thing. Doesn't mean that there's not threats or dangers. This is Roque's world. He's genuinely happy. Y'all are friends. Y'all are welcome. You can give me another insight check, if you don't mind. This is actually gonna be separate. Mr. Caro.
Nice.
25.
Alright, that's good. Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to word this carefully. While Roque and Pebble and the constructs that are coming from Roque's mind are happy here, and you still understand the whole, and you've been putting the pieces kind of together through this adventure even before you went into the Chaos Realm. You got some insight into Roquette's backstory through Caden and them. And, while you may not fully grasp it or understand it, the Roque his physical form is the result of the genius that was this wizard named Rocket. Now, is Rocket, or are they separate individuals, or what? It seems in here that Rocket is his own individual, and Roque are their own individual. They are separate from each other, and Roque dominates this state. But that doesn't mean that this little fragment, this little shard, this little bit of existence that is Rocket is here, and it's invasive, and it's dangerous, and it is the issue. And you need to make sure with the 25, check. Roque can be happy here. That's fine and dandy, but he needs to get Roquette out of here. You need to get rid of it. Otherwise, well, you don't know.
Rid of it in just this, like, in the sense of this sheltered space, or like more in the broader scope of out of his mind altogether?
Yeah, you need to get the more of what the manifestation of his former self. So the manifestation of the Red Wizard, Roquette. You need to finally get that gone. Now, does that mean, what are the implications of that? You don't know. But if Roque is to truly be Roque and be master of who he is, and not be this consciousness that developed in a body that was produced by a wizard, that was given a chance because the wizard was defeated to grow and become their own individual, and not somehow fall to the end of, the nagging little incessant aspect that is Roquette. You need to make sure that Roquette is defeated while you are in this place. Because that will finally with that insight check that should finally free Rock from his past, in a way. Does that make sense? Past that he didn't realize he was a part of.
Okay.
No. But yeah, Rock's happy, and Rock is done doing the lifting. Rock is just going to enjoy himself here. He'll help you guys, but this was like, you get that sense, like Rock is content. He could be here forever if he needed to be. I know it's confusing with the name Rock and Rocket, but
That's
it's
fine.
I think Karos would try to, in both explaining to Davis and like addressing Rock, be like, Rock, I know that this place is special to you, that you feel happy, protected here. If we don't get rid of Rocket, if we don't get rid of that red wizard, there's always going to be the chance that he creeps back in and tries to take this from you. Not just this, but the world outside of here, where you get to meet new people and see crazy new things all the time. I mean, and he'll motion to like all the people he's summoned already. It's like, if you would have just been in here the whole time, you never would have met any of these people. And if we don't get you out of here and get the red guy out of here, you may not meet anyone else.
I mean, I agree with that. I belong here. You guys don't belong here. He doesn't belong here. You should get rid of him. I'd like that.
You have any idea where he is? Could you think of him and bring him here? And we can try to take care of the rest.
I'm gonna roll a dice for myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll respect that.
Can I get everyone else that's not Karos and not Rock? Can y'all roll me perception check? Alright, you let me know what that 18 means, Rock.
Yeah. So, since it's a high number, I will think of him. A lower number would have been like, no, too happy. Don't want to think of that. But,
Yeah.
pretty high. So,
So,
I'll respond. Yeah, I don't. He doesn't belong here, but sure. You'll see that it is clearly very distressing, and I don't know I think the environment would somewhat change to things that Rock doesn't like so much.
yeah, you're thinking the same way I'm thinking. Okay, cool. Alright.
Right. So like, all of a sudden, there's areas of like pink swirliness. From like the times Rock was possessed. Yeah, I don't know, just maybe you hear a cackle of a hag and just things that you all know Rock does not like. Our little crazy crab things that I was like, you guys are here too, are now like psychotic again, and I'm just like, yeah, don't. It's not supposed to be like this here. But yeah, I will concentrate on thinking about Rocket.
Yeah. As he's focusing, it actually kind of ties into the checks that I had you guys do. So originally when Karos was bringing up that, he was in here and there was this sense of, at least the DM got the sense like, Rock was the prisoner here and Rocket was going to take over. You start to see like the shadows that are being cast from whatever here start to like almost form like a bar and prison cell. And Ben and Al, as you see Rock actually focusing on Rocket per the request of Karos, you start to see the shadows begin to like rise up and begin to form a cage and begin to surround Rock as he's thinking about this. And then all these distressing effects begin to happen. And to even go further, you'll see the tree in the background, and the entire texture of this tree just becomes green scales. And you see like the visage of like the despoiler, the Ristratar, and the dragon, and that'll flash, and then you hear the hags cackling, and you see the smokes burning from their cauldrons, and all this as Rox begins to focus, and he shakes it off, and Rock, he's here. He's taking things from you.
I didn't. No, shouldn't be like this. He's. You guys, help.
I tackle him.
Davis, a flex check.
Start beating this shit out. Don't worry, we'll get him out of you.
I mean, that's
the only way.
I mean, that's
Stop
all right, 19.
thinking you're a red wizard.
Rock, yeah, Davis lunges for you. And,
Well, real quickly, can I Bravura myself?
and
Yeah, no, it says when you or a creature you see. So yeah, I can. So I will. I'll burn my Bravura.
add that d12.
Yeah, let me add the d12.
Rock, you can give me your choice, or you can say you're too distracted. You can give me strength athletics to try to resist getting knocked over.
Oh, I was tackling the red wizard.
He hasn't. Oh, gotcha.
I think he's man.
He hasn't come up yet.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said he appeared.
No. He's out there gathering things. He's taking things.
Oh, Rock could see. Oh, okay. Could sense
Feel
that. Then never mind.
But
Sorry.
you can tackle me if you want.
No.
I thought you were doing the agreement. Whenever Rock starts getting crazy, you.
No.
Get hugged, bro.
Okay, so yeah, you can take Bravura back.
Okay, no, I misunderstood. Sorry.
You're golden. Rock, you start to kind of think about, I don't know, like just the smallest things. Like you begin to remember walking down a loosely cobblestone trail, and there was this, and you can't remember what was special about that memory. And then you get another memory of you got lost. And this really nice couple, they let you hunker down and spend the night because the rainstorm was coming, and they fed you this delicious and it's gone.
I don't want to think of him anymore. I can't think of. Something's missing. What isn't missing? And then I'll think of Jade and Wyatt
Okay.
and just have them appear and be like, I can't. He's not supposed to be here. I can't do that. It's not good for me.
It's like,
And-
yeah, that's right,
when
sweetie. Yeah. He doesn't belong here. Yeah.
When I say it's not good for me, you'll see just a brief flash in my eyes of that like pink, and like just the runes on my shell will turn a little pink for a second too. I'm like, no, not doing that. This is supposed to be happy. You guys should do something. I can't.
As that pink begins to flare, all of you feel, and well, you hear, but then it's like this, when sound waves are strong enough, you feel the vibrations of the whale, almost like, when imagine a humpback singing, right? But it's more distorted and more, actually, like, it almost has like pain in it, but not pain for itself, but pain for Rock. And there's this huge wave of sound pressure that manages to kind of pierce under the canopy, and you hear it, and it's sad, discordant, pained wail cry. I need all of you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Scars? No scars?
For this sake, let's say no scars, because I don't really think it's a true condition.
Sure.
Loon is not the actual Loon, she doesn't have to roll. It's
Does that include me?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Well, roll just for the sake of it. I want to see if something gets to you. It'll be a different effect.
Do I still get to add my intelligence?
No, it's a saving throw this time. So, just wisdom save. Karos, Al. Okay, so yeah, just waiting for you, Rock, whenever.
I think I did that right. Because I'm proficient, +1, so 2.
Yeah, so you rolled an 11, so it would be an 18.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
No, it'd be a +7 to the roll. So yeah, 18, yes.
Okay, so, Al, Davis, Ben, you shake off whatever, you feel this, and there's this wave of sadness, and this wave of hurt, and this wave of... There's a message in that song that's able to reach you guys. Karos, you're overwhelmed by it, and you just kind of... that sense that's being projected overtakes you, and essentially, for mechanical purposes, you're just basically like paralyzed in your own head, just being racked with the worst imaginable sadness. Like you're totally encompassed by the sad emotion, this overbearing, not guilt, but this overbearing, you're I don't know. Yeah, you suffer from the emo condition. Yeah, exactly. Crippling emo condition. No offense to anyone that's emo. Yeah.
Not again.
Yeah. Rock, because you rolled an 18, the message that you feel it, and it helps you kind of regather yourself. It's a call of don't submit. Don't lose Rock. It's kind of what the whale is projecting as best as it can.
I'm gonna... I guess it's Davis is, I think, closest to me. Because,
yeah, sure.
I'm gonna push Davis and be like, you guys don't belong here. Do what you have to do. Be the Crass Menagerie. I need to just be Rock. And I'll sit down and summon Calisaur and a Dragon Chess game, and we're gonna just, have a friendly game of Dragon Chess, because that's a safe place.
So as he does that, and as Calisaur summons, as they sit, and you just see little green buds of flowers just begin to spread out rapidly, and exponentially faster and faster and faster and faster, and then they all begin to just open up. And it's just as far as this reality goes, it is a field of those beautiful white Mothras flowers. And two friends playing chess.
Three friends, because Dregnar will appear with our giant tankards of beer and be like, I think it's time to drink, buddy.
I believe you mean random dwarf would appear.
Yeah, random dwarf would appear.
Yeah. So they appear. And as they appear, that call subsides.
Davis, after being pushed a little bit, which is fine, will just kind of reapproach Rock, reach out to put my hand on her shoulder if he'll allow it. Just say, friend, thank you. However, I would say we can't be the Crass Menagerie without you, for sure. But we're happy to help you if you're sure you want us to do it without you. We would love to have you nearby to help. But if it's our turn, it's our turn. I just want to make sure that's what you need.
I'm nearby. This is me. And I'm just gonna point at like everything. I'm here. And you're here because
For you.
you're my friend and you are welcome. But
It's our
use
turn.
that. You should use that because he doesn't belong here.
Agreed.
And this is my place. So be yourselves, and this place will take care of you. Use what you've learned.
I hear you loud and clear, bud. And I'll like put my other hand on your shoulder and I'll bring my forehead to your forehead and be like, we're gonna get him. And then I'll just walk away.
Okay. Love it. Anyone else doing anything as Roque and Calisaur, and then all the images and constructs of yourselves are engrossed in this dragon chess match?
With Rock's mention of be yourselves, can I nonchalantly in the background be surfing on Lulun and kind of slow down and kind of somberly like join the group?
Oh, you were still flying around this whole time?
Yeah,
Nice.
I need that high score.
Nice.
I'm on a streak. I had to focus.
I do like
But
to
I'm
figure in this place, like, even if we're speaking at room, like, volume, like, everybody can just hear it.
Yeah.
I was
It
just hearing it in
doesn't
slow
sound like shouting.
motion.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, you're just Dopplering the shit out of it, like.
It's the slowest audiobook. I'm never doing this again.
Well, but half of it sounds really fast because as you're like going around and around.
So,
I'll yell out to Davis because I just remembered something from way back.
yeah.
Hey, Davis, you
Yeah,
once asked me long ago what it's like to be with Pebble and see through her eyes, and you asked if you could. I think in here you can. And I'll have Pebble go with Davis. She'll help you.
Thanks, bud.
As Pebble lands on your shoulder, Davis, there is this, call it like an emotional transference. You understand that Pebble is loyal and caring for Roque. But you feel most tangibly and with most like warmth and everything that Pebble loves
For sure.
Roque, you know. And as you do, the group just instinctively, you are almost being drawn away from where Roque has hunkered down, and you begin to venture in this alien scape. Now, every footstep that you take, these white flowers part and then close so that you don't crush them or step on them. But it is endless field of these beautiful white flowers with this alien tree in the middle and crystalline structures hanging down from the tree and erupting up from the ground, and the two unfathomably large entities circling the space trying to enter. And you walk for a bit, and you walk. And what are you guys thinking? What is the purpose? What are you guys doing?
Can I ask about the sound real quick? You mentioned the crystal wind chimes earlier. It sounds like it's so big though it'd be like not an awkward ambience. It's just like, ooh.
Well, in a way, Al, the sound, because you're so, you know what? Give me a performance check. Just give me a performance check. Doing you're not so much performing as you are absorbing the sounds and relating it to what you understand. Yeah, hard.
Total 11.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's different.
It's different, but it was happy, but it was different. It wasn't musical, right? So you're like,
It's all
you
too abstract for what Algorithm is used to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I guess so. This is Rock's happy place.
Right.
So we need to go somewhere that's not Rock's happy place. What would be the thing about Rock that Rocket would most want to take over?
I'm a slowly gaze up at the tree. Do we know what this represents yet? Or is this just the centerpiece?
Man, I don't know.
Can we walk towards it while we think, I guess?
Yeah.
Walk
I
the
mean,
dog?
if anything, I think we should walk away from here, right? Like, maybe it's towards it. I don't know.
Oh. It's a it's happier, but it might be what he wants. We don't know what he doesn't
I mean, it
Rock's
is
happy, does he
pretty
want Rock to
spectacular.
know?
It is kind of a centerpiece, like you said. Pebble, do you know, like, do you have any ideas? And I'll just kind of like,
Oh yeah.
This is, how do I want to say this?
Take your time.
cat got your tongue. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong metaphor.
No, it's okay.
David, you can't say that.
You have to stop him from taking him. He's taking bits of rock away.
But where?
Oh. He flies up. Davis, you feel your perspective change all of a sudden.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, nice.
You see Davis's body just kind of fall as Davis doesn't, like, he's not used to it and just kind of
Yeah, I'm
collapse.
usually on the other side of it.
Yeah,
Carlos, help! I'm not strong enough.
yeah, and as you guys are helping Davis get up, you see that his eyes are kind of glazed over and kind of with shimmering light, similar to what Rock does. And Davis, as you hear out, there is on the outside, beyond this canopy, beyond this tree, you'll see Pebble is kind of focusing out on some of like the exterior of what would be like the branches and all that. And you see that they're beginning to just kind of darken and crumble away a little bit. Just off to the distance somewhere.
After gathering myself for a little bit, not realizing what was happening at first, but kind of getting it now, I'll realize I'm pretty sure I can speak, so I'll just try and say, like, I think Pebble has shown me where to go. Am I okay? Did I pass out?
No, you just kind of went half limp for a second, and Carlos saved the day.
I mean, Davis can't hear that right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Davis, you gonna answer me?
Nothing.
I'm gonna punch him for -1 damage on the bicep.
That's fine.
I'm healed.
Respond what I'm talking to you.
Al, I can feel
Carlos
that.
will shake him.
Yeah, you just hear David say that. Yeah, I feel that, buddy. So, with an idea of where to go, you can lead them, Davis, if you wish.
Yeah. And then you'll just hear literally me just making fun of myself. Like, let me see if I can figure out how to come back.
And you come back, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, why'd you hit me? It's this way.
You weren't
think.
responding. I was worried about you.
Al, you know how this works. If you were talking to me, I can't hear you.
I don't know if it's different in a dream thing. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I hit you. That was uncalled for.
It didn't hurt. Don't worry about it.
That's what I was waiting for. Thanks a lot. Okay. Lead the way, please. Show us where the where the horizons lie.
Yeah, and also I'll just head towards. And so, if I can, do we still see the folks on the outside trying to get in? Some Ouija and Nameless Whale.
You do, and you can give me a perception check.
Okay. Bam. Oh, that's pretty good.
25.
55.
There is a reason they are trying to get in. As you're peering out, Davis, that dark crumbling effect, you can see it's trying to make purchase on their forms.
Oh shit! Then I'll say, go. Let's go. We gotta go. He's trying to get our friends outside. So, and then I'll we gotta make haste. And I'll point to those guys. To the Samuiji and Nameless Whale.
Oh, that outside. Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Double tap.
Actually,
Yeah.
if you have Lunlun, can I get on the Lunlun with you?
Do I have pseudo Lunlun?
You have Shiddle
Swoon Swoon? There's gotta be somebody there.
Swoon. I don't know. Yeah, Davis, as you go to reach, all of a sudden you just Loon just elongates and becomes
I was
a
gonna ask.
dash hound, and you just kind of jump on.
Sick.
Jeez.
The longest
He
girl, let's go.
Yeah.
All aboard.
Okay, but I'm in front and you point. Let's
Yeah,
go!
sure.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can she
Yeah,
finally
I'll
get her
get on
sunglasses?
to.
Yeah, Ben probably should too, because he's pretty slow.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are doing this, like Loon just begins to just stretch, and she becomes like a hot dog.
Docs and Lunlun, hell yeah.
Azerlith and Loon, and her body just
Thank you,
stretches. Very squishy, very comfortable. Like it's a very comfortable, very plush kind of ride. And all of a sudden she just takes off as you guys all get on there without even waiting. She just and then you're like trying to point to the direction, and Al, you're trying to give her the best directions that you can. And not quite Fruit Loop dimension, ding 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 ding, but she's going fast. You guys feel like you're like going like 70 miles an hour down the highway. You stick your window out, like jowls are flapping, your hair is going loose, your eyes are starting to tear up.
All I'm saying is, the more loops you get, the faster you go.
I'll hand Pebble to Ben to say, "Can you put it behind your shield or something? This is really windy."
Kind of holding my buckler, and I let go of it, and it just slaps and sticks to Davis's face.
Sure.
Wind pressure.
Like a cartoon.
I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Yeah.
And you're going, and then the realization of what David at this moment, David's what you're saying. Yeah, it kind of kicks in what you saw. Those two behemoths of whatever they are trying to get into this safe place. This is Roque's bastion of himself. This is Roque.
Fortress of Solitude.
In a way, unintentionally, but yes, in a way. This is the most... If there is anything to represent Roque, it is this. And the space beyond which you can kind of see it. It's not the best representation, but you can kind of see it in the screenshot, where the corners and where it kind of becomes gray and dull. That is where you are traveling to. Beyond the canopy of the tree. Where Samui and the whale are stuck. Where Roquette has taken from Roque. Memory. Feelings. Emotion. Stuff like that. And you guys are racing there to help and to save your friend. And before you know it, getting smacked in the face with a buckler that sticks to your face like a pie pan.
I got you.
Thanks.
And you guys keep going. you reach this border and you feel it because there's this general sense of wonder and awe and comfort and happiness for the most part, except for when Roque was feeling scared or down. And you also now have a visual cue as the flowers begin to get lessen and lessen, fewer and fewer, less vibrant, and then they just stop. On that other side, you will be leaving the happy place.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
I want to ask one question. Apologize, I missed something. On the game screen, the whale and Samuigi are in opposite directions. Is that correct according to like the tree?
Yeah, no. Just to kind of represent that they're there. They're just like they're so massive. They're not as big as nothing's bigger than this tree, right? But they're so big that they're just trying to get in. They were circling and kind of like around the perimeter of the canopy, trying to claw in, trying to bash in, but they couldn't. They're just enormous. They might as well be features rather than characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like a mountain. You're just like,
Exactly.
I guess we're going that way.
Exactly.
I feel like it.
They represent features as the tree
Wow.
represents features here.
Ooh, perfect. Then my question was, assuming they're not in the exact same direction,
Yeah.
Davis, which one were we going towards?
I don't know. Was there any indication from what I saw that just wherever?
It was
Pebble
up
would
to
be.
you. Where you going? Yeah. So Pebble initially showed you just one of the branches of the tree, and that was the direction. These are like they're so big and so out there that they're probably they're not the destination.
We'll do the whale because even though Davis has a visceral distaste for the whale since he ate
Got
me. But he also saw that he was, for one, he knows he's powerful, and for two, he knows that the Red Wizard had him chained up and can potentially sway him, whereas some Ouija kind of seemed to hold his own, but circumstances were different.
I got you. So you go more in the direction of where you see the feature that is the whale.
Right.
That
region.
And as you approach the barrier that's keeping the happy place happy, you feel, to say temperature. Temperature is, relative. Senses are relative here, but you can kind of feel like once you cross that threshold, if it was cold, it's going to get colder. If it was stinky, it's going to get stinkier. If it, like that, like you understand.
Just general malaise.
Yeah. And as you look up, Davis, because you were the one that spotted it through Pebble, you do see that one of the branches just begins to just very slowly, almost like crumble away, very slowly. But it's almost as if the happy place is getting smaller.
Tells everyone, eyes up. He might be around. I don't know. We don't know. Just see if you can spot him.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys do?
I'm just looking all around.
Okay. Staying in the happy place right now? Or do you guys cross into the...
I would say we cross.
Okay. Davis taking the lead?
Oh, we're all on...
Yeah, we're all on Loon, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, as you guys kind of understand, okay, we're crossing. As you guys cross, you go where you think the barrier is, and there's this brief moment of, oh shit, what if we're going to impact? And you guys just right through. But it's this weird, in a cartoon when something hits something super stretchy and elastic, and it just goes for way to, it's that sense,
and then snaps to it. Yeah.
Snaps. And as you do, you just snap out, and you guys fly out for a brief moment, and then all of a sudden you just feel yourselves shift. And you're pulled and stretched and moved, and you land in this gray scape. Pebble is there. Loon being a facsimile of Loon begins to and becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and she starts to look kind of meek and weak.
Bye, y'all.
And
Mr.
as
Stark,
you-
I don't feel good.
Yeah, and then you just hear the voice. You're not welcome here, and I'm going to take over. So, and then you just see like lights and this darkness and this grayscape. You see reds and yellows and like menacing energies just begin to kind of flare up, and floating above you is a more eager and pissed off, possibly empowered Rocket.
I think he went Super Saiyan, guys.
His power level's over 9,000.
Over 9,000! Oh my god! We're going to battle! And when we get back, we're going to roll initiative.
Ah!